If you are an MMA fan and you don't know who Lyoto Machida is, I would say go back and watch UFC 129, where he fought against Randy Couture. The Karate Kid has been doing wonders ever since, and he does not stop taking up challenges any day, anytime. You still don't know why he is the Karate Kid. Stay tuned to the end of this video to find out. Lyoto Machida is a retired Brazilian mixed martial artist who competed in the Ultimate Fighting Championship, UFC, from 2007 to 2018. He is known for his karate background and elusive fighting style, which earned him the nickname The Dragon. Machida was born on the 30th of May 1978 in Salvador, Bahia, Brazil. He started training in karate at a young age under his father, who was also a martial artist. Machida later added other disciplines to his training, including Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Sumo. Machida made his professional MMA debut in 2003 and quickly gained attention for his unique style and impressive performances. He signed with the UFC in 2007 and won his first 5 fights in the organization, including a knockout victory over Rashad Evans to win the UFC Light Heavyweight Championship in 2009. Machida continued to compete in the UFC for many years, facing some of the top fighters in the sport. He also fought in other organizations, including Bellator MMA, before announcing his retirement in 2020 with a professional record of 26 wins and 12 losses, which is a testament to his skill and longevity in the sport. In addition to his MMA career, Machida is also a black belt in Shotokan Karate and has competed in other martial arts competitions, including the Pan American Games and the World Games. He is considered one of the most unique and successful fighters in the history of MMA. Lyoto Machida was considered to be a great fighter during his career in mixed martial arts. He had a unique fighting style that combined his karate background with other martial arts disciplines, which made him a difficult opponent for many fighters. He was known for his elusive footwork and counter-striking ability, which he used to frustrate his opponents and avoid taking damage. He also had strong defensive skills and was able to evade takedowns and control the distance in his fights. Machida's accomplishments in MMA are impressive, including winning the UFC Light Heavyweight Championship in 2009 and earning victories over several other notable fighters such as Randy Couture, Dan Henderson, and Gegard Mousasi. Overall, Machida's unique style and impressive achievements in MMA have cemented his legacy as one of the great fighters in the sport's history. He uses a unique and unorthodox style when facing his opponents. His fighting style stems from his training background, and he employs the use of karate, BJJ, wrestling, and other martial arts skills to knock out his opponents. Lyoto Machida is known for his striking ability and has a total of 9 knockout victories on his professional record. Some of his notable knockout wins include UFC 98, where Machida knocked out Rashad Evans with a front kick to the face to win the UFC Light Heavyweight Championship in 2009. The incredible UFC 129, where Machida knocked out Randy Couture with a jumping front kick in 2011. UFC 129 was chock full of devastating knockouts and spectacular fights. Machida needed a win after 2 back-to-back losses, and it couldn't have come in any better form or over a better opponent. Some complained about the main event between Georges Stipieri and Jake Shields. As exciting as John Makdessi's spinning back fist knockout of Ultimate Fighter alumni Kyle Watson was, it was Lyoto Machida's flying front kick knockout of Randy Couture that ultimately got the knockout of the night honors. Machida, who is known for his excellent karate skills, showed why he was one of the best fighters in the world when he landed a perfect karate crane kick to the face of the former UFC light heavyweight and former heavyweight champion. It put the 47-year-old down immediately for the final time in his career. The front kick was amazing and hilarious, and at the time, it was praised for being similar to the crane kick in the 1984 movie of The Karate Kid. Joe Regan also ranked the kick as the 4th deadliest head kick knockout in 2015. In 2012, Ryan Bader was knocked out by Machida with a punch and knee combination at UFC on Fox 4. While Machida's knockout power was not his only weapon, it was certainly a significant part of his arsenal and helped him achieve many of his victories in the cage. If we take a little step back to the beginning of his career, He had successfully knocked out his second and third opponents in their bouts where the fights never went past the second round before he put an end to it. There are many ups and definitely downs that arise from being in the fame and having to fight the best of fighters, and sometimes even those presumed as the best of fighters are often pressured by this. In 2003, after Machida fought UFC veteran Rich Franklin, he made a statement of how he felt before the fight, which eventually ended up in him knocking the veteran out. Machida says, "I felt a lot of pressure when I fought Rich Franklin in Inoki Bombagi in Japan. At the time, I had just 2 MMA fights, and he was undefeated with 9 knockouts, and many people came to tell me that if I stayed on my feet, I would be knocked out fast." Fortunately, his father and karate master told him, "It's not like that. Go there and believe in our art." So Lyoto did what he was told and knocked him out in the second round. Even if you listen to MMA experts talk about Machida, much of the talk revolves around his elusive style. Ever since he suffered a decisive defeat to Mauricio Rua and a controversial defeat to Quinton Jackson, many have come to the conclusion that Machida's style has been found out. However, to say that his style has been solved is to answer a false question. Yes, it's fair to say that Machida has a unique style, but he also has one of the best overall skill sets in the light heavyweight division. Categorizing Machida's takedowns as simply judo, wrestling, or karate is another slippery subject. Machida is more than capable of hitting double legs, upper body clinches, and trips, but so much of what he does in the takedown department isn't just wrestling. One of Machida's best takedowns involves a foot sweep following a left-handed cross. He's pulled it off on numerous occasions. Another one of Machida's takedowns involves purposely missing a punch and throwing back the same arm to score a trip. One of his more difficult takedowns to recognize is a trip where Machida crashes into his opponent's thigh. He was able to trip Jackson with it at the end of the second round and almost pulled it off against both Thiago Silva and Mauricio Rua. There are so many noteworthy things about Machida's career. 1. He is also the first karate fighter to make karate look truly dominant in the MMA world. 2. Machida's unique fighting style, which incorporates elements of karate, sumo, and Brazilian jiu-jitsu, has made him one of the most difficult fighters to prepare for and defeat. 3. He makes many great fighters look bad and takes little to no damage in his fights. 4. He is known for his respectful and humble demeanor, both in and out of the cage, and he is highly respected for his sportsmanship and professionalism by his fans and peers. 5. He comes from a family of martial artists, and he has continued this legacy by opening his own gym and training other fighters. Machida might not be in the UFC anymore, but he is responsible for making others great and passing on his knowledge and experience. Examples of fighters who have benefited from his wealth of knowledge are Neiman Gracie, Vago Lima, amongst others. Finally, if you have watched The Karate Kid so much, you would know how passionate he is about his roots and his love for the sport. It can be said that this served as a motivation for him, as he has also authored a book on karate and continues to promote the sport and martial arts in general. Although no longer in the UFC fighting scene, Machida fights in the Bellator now, where he has recorded a few successes and losses that might put a stain on his career. Regardless of this, he is still our wonder kid, and we know he's going to keep making exploits on and off the cage, and we wish him the best. Did you enjoy this video? If you did, kindly like and subscribe to our channel so we can bring you more intriguing UFC contents like this. Until next time, do take care and stay safe.